I'm back with a new video. 안녕하세요, hillxlee입니다. So today I will be talking about how I learned Korean and also give you guys some tips on how to learn Korean. Disclaimer, I am not like some pro study expert that knows all the great ways to study. These are just like some of the tips that worked for me over the past few years. Hopefully it will help you guys out if you want to learn Korean. Also, I'm just gonna clear this up now. I am not Korean. So I know a lot of people know that I'm not, but also I know a lot of people think that I am. Even my friends in real life, some of them that aren't like really close to me but have known me for a really long time, think that I'm Korean, and when I told them that I'm not, they have like this huge shock. I self-taught myself for like maybe 2 years now, like 2 to 3 years now. But yeah, just wanted to clear that up because yeah, I know a lot of people, even when I put out on my Instagram what video you guys want next, if it was the how to learn Korean one or like a get ready with me or like a haul or whatever, some people replied saying like, wait, you're not Korean, and I was just like, peace. I wrote like all my tips in like this book, my newest book. I guess I'm gonna talk about like why I learned Korean in the first place and how it just kind of evolved to me actually wanting to learn it. Let's be real, I bet a lot of people who want to learn Korean were first interested in like K-pop. I'm not much different from that, so don't worry guys. I got into K-pop in like 2014. I stan EXO that time and I just wanted to know how to read their names, like their Hangul names in Korean. So that's how I learned about just knowing the alphabet. Learning the letters in Korean, there's not many of them to be honest, so it's actually really easy to find how to learn them online. Like if you just type up like how to learn Korean, how to read Korean like letters, there'll be a bunch of sites that come up online. And I'm not even kidding, even if you just like press the first one. Obviously there are websites such as like Talk to Me in Korean which you can use, but if you are like just purely wanting to know how to read the letters, you can just click on any website and you can learn that in like, I'm not even kidding, like less than an hour if you just memorize like all the letters and everything. First time I went into one of the websites, I'm pretty sure they taught us how to like say banana, B-A-N-A-N-A. I felt so accomplished. I was like, wait, it's this easy? Obviously the letters get harder when you jumble them up and like put them into different syllables or whatever. So I guess getting the basics down on like knowing the letters is actually really easy. So that serves as like a good foundation. I guess my like first like tip is to like use a website or like a textbook. After I learned all the letters, I think I just left it there and then didn't do anything for like a few years until I actually wanted to know how to understand Korean. And that's when I started using like websites and textbooks and everything. So as I said, Talk to Me in Korean. I'm pretty sure there are other sites out there too and other apps on your phone which you can, you know, use to like learn Korean. It's pretty amazing nowadays. Like there's so many sites out there that can help you and they make it really interactive and fun as well. Like they have like audio listening and then they have like all these exercises, blah blah blah. And then it came around to like my birthday. It was my 16th birthday. I'm so sorry, I swear. If you guys watch my sit down videos, a plane or something has to come across the roof. I don't know, but okay. Anyway, so I think it was like my 16th birthday or something, and my dad was really for me learning Korean. He was like, this is great, you want to learn another language, because my parents are born in Indonesia. I can understand, but I can't speak Indonesian that well. So he was like, hey, you know, you want to learn Korean? I'm up for that. I will buy you a textbook for your birthday. So that's literally what he got for me. This is my first textbook that I had used, and I can tell you now it was a lot of great help to me. Since I knew how to read the letters that time, this kind of stuff, oh my god, I can't. This is so funny. Like this kind of stuff, like writing down all the letters and stuff was pretty easy for me. So then yeah, they go through like Hangul 1, Hangul 2. Oh, see, I didn't even do some of them because I wasn't bothered, so oops. And then it comes to other ones where they have audio listening and conversational practice. So that really helped me out when I wanted to talk to people, I guess. Also because I went to Korea with my family like the year after I got this textbook, so they were kind of like relying on me to translate or whatever because none of them really knew how to speak anything. But my Korean was so basic at that time. Like all I could do was like order food. It was super basic. I was just like, 이거 하나 주세요, like 떡볶이 하나 주세요, like 감사합니다. Like it was just really basic, But you know, I felt really proud because I could help my parents and my sister like go around to all the places they wanted to go to and ask some questions. I ended up finishing this textbook, I'm pretty sure, and it really did help me. Let me tell you now, I took a long time to go through this. It wasn't like really fast. I took like, I'm pretty sure like a year to go through this whole textbook because I was really lazy at like studying. And then I would have this book that I just dumped a bunch of words in, and I would like write down all the chapters. My writing is kind of gross, but yeah, like writing down the chapters, the numbers here when I was first learning all the numbers. For me, definitely writing down helped more than like typing. I'm just more like a rote learner, like a writing learner. Also, I wanted to improve my handwriting because it was really ugly in the beginning. I guess it just depends on what kind of learner you are. So my second tip is to focus on like pronunciation, because I feel like in the future, if you want to like have conversations with people, sometimes like there can be miscommunication if you can't pronounce it properly. There's also a lot of Korean words I realized that sound really similar but have like completely different meanings. Audio really helped with me repeating after what they said so I could like work on my pronunciation a lot. I feel like it's just much more natural and you feel much more confident when you've got the pronunciation down. And my next tip is to have a passion that will, you know, keep you moving forward into wanting to learn Korean and like not stop your motivation. I mean, for me it's K-pop, but I bet a lot of you it's like K-pop, K-drama, Korean entertainment. As I said, like the first reason why I wanted to learn was literally just to learn their names and be able to understand and read them in Korean. And then I would like go to like, I don't know if you guys know what Morning Glory is. It's kind of like a cheap like, shop selling like K-pop stuff and like makeup and everything, and they would have like these EXO badges, and my bias was Lay. I mean, he still is. My bias is Lay. I'll try to find his name tag, Lay, and then I would buy it and I would feel so accomplished because I'm like, I can read that. Yeah. And I feel like understanding lyrics is something that's really cool to myself nowadays. I couldn't understand lyrics at all before. Nowadays, I can kind of understand what like all the songs are trying to say that I listen to, and I love it. I feel like it brings a lot more meaning to like the whole listening process when you first listen to it. Nowadays, when US releases new music and it's a ballad, I literally end up crying the first time I listen to it. The melody is really sad, and on top of that, I understand the lyrics, and some of them are just like so sad. I'm like, who hurt you guys? So I guess apart from K-pop, it's also K-drama. I'm pretty sure I got into that a few years ago as well. My first K-drama was The Heirs, I'm pretty sure. Oh no, it wasn't. It was Dream High. Dream High. I don't know if any of you guys have watched that, but that is my like one of my favorite dramas up to date. It is so good. Oh my god, Dream High. IU and like Wooyoung and Suzy and Taekyeon. Which brings me to my next tip. Try and challenge yourself, I guess. I'm not saying that I watch everything without subs nowadays, like dramas especially, because some of their like conversations are really complex and I can't understand like half of it. Try and challenge yourself to not put subs maybe like the second or third time you watch it if you're gonna rewatch it again. Maybe not with dramas as I said, but variety shows and stuff where idols come on. Weekly Idol and Idol Room. I can tell you now that sometimes like when they first come out I don't really watch it with subs anymore because I feel like the conversations aren't as complex as they have in K-dramas. You kind of get the gist of like games or whatever they play even without subs, and you don't really understand like all of what they're saying. So I guess it eliminates the whole I'm impatient kind of factor when waiting for subs, because like nowadays I can like watch a lot of variety shows without subtitles. So after passing that like easier stage, I guess you can start watching other shows that are more complex without subtitles. Not idol shows, I don't know, like I'm trying to think of one. I Live Alone, 나 혼자 산다, like Happy Together and stuff. I still need subs for those kind of shows, but in the future like I hope I can watch those without subtitles as well. Watching things for the second or third time without subs, it's definitely more easier because you start to recognize these similar patterns in words and like connecting them to the English translation. And you're like, I've heard of that word before, let me think about what it meant last time I watched this or whatever. Make sure you guys try and challenge yourself. It definitely helped me improve my Korean. Also something I guess that is a bit embarrassing to say if you don't know about it, I actually have a Stan Twitter account for newest, and I translate stuff nowadays. I'm not like some professional translator. This is also like disclaimer again, I'm really like not an expert at Korean, but I've been trying to challenge myself with like translating stuff as well. But since I don't like claim my account as like a proper translation account, it's just like if I want to translate it then I'll go for it. Another plane, of course. Like I will show you guys now, I'll show you guys the interview that I translated. My head was literally like bursting. I'll tell you guys now, it's my next tip as well, that make sure you have like a translator on you or like a dictionary on you. When I was translating this interview, there were a lot of words that I really did not know, but I would kind of just like plug it in the translator and kind of fit it into the context of the sentence, because I kind of understood the basic like context of what he was saying. So that definitely helped just like plug the word that I don't know in and just like kind of fit it in there. I don't know if that's like an amazing method, but it definitely works for me. Wow, look how pretty he is. Anyway, it was like this fat ass interview. Yeah, like it took a long time to translate, an hour or so. But in the end, kind of proud of myself that I could decode everything he was saying. I'll show you guys like how I use a translator, for example. So if I talk about this one right here, I'll put a screenshot somewhere. Getting asked like, are you want to cry often? And he's like, 별로 없어요, which means like not much. Only in front of my members because it's comfortable. And when I watch like sad dramas or movies, I don't cry that much. So the next word I don't get, and this is what I plugged into the dictionary. 인간관계. So 인간관계, I have no idea what that means. So I know 인간 is like human. Okay, see, so 인간관계 is human relationship. So I guess I kind of just plugged that in and was like, okay, so even if I don't cry as much when I'm watching sad dramas and movies, like within like relationships with others, I kind of cry like more, if that makes sense. So that's how I kind of use the context and plug it in. This year was definitely one where I improved on my Korean a lot because of translating, and I also started to read Korean books. Before this, actually, I think my local library had like some Korean children's books, and I would actually like legit read those. I feel like children's books for any language learning, it's just a really helpful and like fun way to learn, because like some of the stories are like pretty fun and they repeat words a lot, so that will definitely help with like your memory. I started reading this book and I've been reading this for so long. My ass is like not a reader. I'm really not a reading person. Really close to finishing. Like I'm on, okay, not really, but I'm on like page 120, 200 pages or something. So I'm more than halfway. Even though it's been like months, I'm pretty sure. It's a legit book, like an adult's book. The message that the author's trying to say is really beautiful. Again, there are definitely words that I do not know. And if you guys can see it, since this is my book and I bought it and it's not like borrowed from anyone, I have like no mercy in just highlighting all the words I don't understand. In some pages, I would write down in pencil the words I don't get. And a lot of these words are actually like repeated in the book. For example, I didn't understand what 행동 meant, and then afterwards I realized it means like your behavior, and then it appeared a lot and I was like, okay, now I can connect that to when I first heard it and I know it's behavior. And if you're not a book person like me, reading webtoons, that's also kind of like a children's book, like a step up from a children's book, because they're also like pretty easy to follow because of all the visual images and everything. You kind of know what's going on. Oh my god, webtoons are so fun to read. I know that there are a lot of English translations of some, so maybe you could read the English translation first of like a chapter and then read the Korean translation after, and then you can kind of connect them together. Yumi Cells, I know that's the English version of one of the webtoons I'm reading. Really fun. Of course, True Beauty. I'm pretty sure you guys all know about True Beauty. I read My ID is Gangnam Beauty in Korean as well. So my last and final tip is to talk to people and really just not be afraid and just go out there, because talking to people really helped me so much in improving my Korean. Personally, I have a lot of Korean friends. I mean, not like I just obviously we talk in English more than we talk in Korean together. Some of my friends, I would just talk to them in Korean like little tiny bits. Some of them are really nice and just like go along with it. Obviously not everyone has someone who is Korean or like someone that's also learning Korean that they can talk to. So I have known about this app from a very long time ago, which is Hello Talk. This is not sponsored or by the way, but I legit decided to download it 2 days ago, and oh my god, like it is really fun. So basically you kind of teach them English or like whatever language you're confident in while they teach you Korean, and you can do this for any language. Like this is not just Korean, by the way. Even right now, like some people, I have so many unread messages because this is like the first time in the morning. For example, I think I put like middle level for Korean, like level 3 or something, and then they'll match you up with people who are learning English that are also at level 3, and then you can kind of just like help each other out. A very convenient way of learning, and I'm really grateful for all the resources that are now online to learn Korean, because it makes the learning process so much easier. Because I'm pretty sure 10 years ago there was not this many like online resources. It's just like pure like textbooks and everything. So yeah, talk to people. It really helps with pronunciation. It really helps, you know, just having conversation. Like as I said, when I went with my family to Korea 2 years ago, my Korean was very basic. I was just like already happy that I was useful in some kind of way. Oh my god, I'll like share with you guys a funny story. I was alone in the taxi. It was like the first time I was alone in a taxi in Korea. And then the taxi driver would like start talking to me. And it was like kind of awkward in the beginning. What did I say? 2년 동안 like 혼자 배웠어요. But just like hearing him praise me about my Korean, I just felt, oh my god, because I know I wasn't that great. That conversational skill and just like talking to him, even if it was just like basic Korean, was really nice. I'd even talk to him about like K-pop and stuff. It was a long ride, so I didn't want to make it really awkward. So yeah, I think that was like 6 tips for you guys. I kind of lost count on how I learned Korean and also why I learned Korean and how I came about to the level that I am now. But seriously guys, I'm not great. I really want to learn more. I have never actually taken like a course in high school or in university yet. Next year, I'm really excited because my first term involves a Korean course that will hopefully help me out a lot. Like for me especially, I felt like there was no system that I followed since the very beginning. I guess not really a regret, but something that I wished I learned earlier on was like the grammar and the structure of sentences, because I feel like that's very hard because in Korean it's like switched around from English. I definitely wish to improve on. I'm not great at that yet, so make sure you guys keep having consistent goals. Oh my gosh, it's like the third plane. But yeah, hopefully these are helpful and I'm not just spilling random stuff that's not helpful at all. I hope you guys have a lovely day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye. Annyeong.